Hello, I'm Professor Susan DeGize. This tutorial is on Practice 9.1a. Directions. Identify the intervals. Now for some of these, we can use the shortcut, and for other ones, we're going to have to go old school and use the major or minor key of the bottom note. So let's go ahead and do the sample together. So for the sample, I'm going to use the shortcut for perfect fifths. I know that C to G is a perfect fifth because the notes are not B to F and the accidentals match. Let's go ahead and write perfect fifth. In the sample here, the bottom note is raised, C sharp. That makes the interval smaller. So the interval smaller than a perfect fifth is a diminished fifth. Go ahead and do numbers 1 through 5 on your own, pause the video, and press play when you're ready. All right, number 1. So I know B to E is a perfect fourth. We can write 4 here. Because the notes are not B to F and the accidentals match. This time, this B is lowered to B flat to make the interval bigger. So the interval bigger than a perfect fourth is an augmented fourth. Okay, number 2. E to G is a third. Now we know E to G is an all-white key minor third. G flat makes the interval smaller, so this is a diminished third. Number 3. We're going to use the key signature of the bottom note. So let's say we use the key of A flat minor, because A flat minor is easy in that everything has a flat. So A flat to F flat would be a minor sixth. So we can write 6 here. If we raise F flat to F natural, that makes it a major sixth. The F here is actually an F sharp, so we're raising it again. So that makes this an augmented sixth. All right, number 4. This is a seventh. In the key of G sharp minor, there are 5 sharps. So G sharp to F sharp would be a minor seventh. F sharp is lowered to F natural, making it smaller. So this is a diminished seventh. Number 5. This is a second. All right, so we know D to E is a whole step. So that's a major second. We have D flat to E. So lowering D to D flat makes the interval bigger. The interval bigger than a major second is an augmented second. Go ahead and do the second row on your own, pause the video, and press play when you're ready. Number 6. We have a unison, but they're not both B and they're both not B sharp, so that makes this an augmented unison. Remember, there's no such thing as a diminished unison. Number 7. C to G would be a perfect fifth. C flat lowers the bottom, making the interval bigger, so this is an augmented fifth. Number 8. C to F would have been a perfect fourth. Lowering F to F flat makes it smaller, so this is a diminished fourth. Number 9. Let's break this one down step by step. F sharp to G would be a half step, or a minor second. F sharp to G sharp would be a whole step, or a major second. F sharp to G double sharp makes it an augmented second, even bigger than a major second. Number 10. We have a seventh. The key of G major has 1 sharp, so G to F sharp is a major seventh. By raising that F sharp to F double sharp, that makes this an augmented seventh. And number 11. D to F is a minor third. Raising D to D sharp makes the interval smaller, so this is a diminished third. Now go ahead and do the last row on your own, pause the video, and press play when you're ready. Okay, so here we have A sharp to A. So we have an octave. If we had A to A, that would be a perfect octave. However, the bottom is raised to A sharp, so the interval is made smaller. So this is a diminished octave. Number 13. I know that G flat to D flat would have been a perfect fifth, but the top note D flat is lowered, making it smaller, so this is a diminished fifth. Number 14. F flat to D. Now this one's a little tricky because there's no key as F flat. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with F to D. So F to D is a sixth. The key of F major has one flat, so F to D is actually a major sixth because D belongs to the key of F major. We're going to lower this F to F flat, making the interval bigger, so this is an augmented sixth. Okay, now we're switching over to tenor clef. We have an F and a G double flat, so we can break this down. We know that F to G is a whole step or a major second, so F to G flat is a half step or a minor second. That makes F to G double flat a diminished second. Let me go ahead and play this one for you. So we have F going to G double flat. So they sound the same because they're enharmonically equivalent, but because the second note is written as a G something, it has to be a second. All right, number 16. We have a D to a D sharp, so this is some kind of octave. We know D to D would be a perfect octave. Raising the top note makes the interval bigger, so this is an augmented octave. And number 17, A to F flat. Well, we know the key of A minor has no sharps, no flats. So, well, first this is a sixth. So A to F would be a minor sixth. Lowering F to F flat makes it smaller, so this is a diminished sixth. All right, so if you have any questions about augmented or diminished intervals, please reread section 9.1. You've now completed the tutorial for practice 9.1a. Thank you for watching.